He said we had all that. They lied. All we bought was the only thing we kept was a rug. They're saying, he started laughing. They didn't let me freak out on him about his shoes being on the carpet. We couldn't even get our voice to say, can you take your shoes off? So the rug doesn't get messed up at the end. So he just shook his head. Oh, they programmed him to step on it?
I'm on a break.
It's a funny town,
So I'm
special
taking a
town.
break and I will go away and try to get behind.
He said, look at all these creepy stores. He said he wouldn't walk that way either. He said someone's about to attack me. I'm trying to say which one's worse. Seems like a dust storm, he said. And some kind of lung problem. And what are they gonna give? And her head's gonna faint. What they got? This is amazing. He said, it seems like I want to go that way. Oh, they're probably calling me this way. Just go really slow. It is a bag. He was kissing me or something. People was doing different stuff. Hi.
I thought you were Kanisha, never mind.
I didn't want to use a hoochie name because, yeah. I was going to do like a Kiara or something. Kiara, yeah. Isn't that kind of ghetto? What if that doesn't go with us? Kiara. And another one too. Keisha. I wouldn't name her Keisha or Kiara. They said I shouldn't have named her a white name. Maybe I would have got her. They said Kelsey's get a lot of friends. Like a Abby or something. Or Brittany. They died too, he said. So he doesn't know. Just let the video go. She said, we probably don't need a woman. She said, that's probably his mom though. She might look like one. Her kids are in the past. Is he too big? He said, I only want the boys that size that are actually from where I'm from, that we grew up with, so. He said no one's getting the memo, though. Some people's walking around like Donovan, but that's about it. They already told me, man. That's why he's not even gonna get the video. They said, oh, which one? Which one's on a date with another woman and like eating all her stuff? Like rubbing her thighs and stuff. Come out, ooh, shaking, come out. I mean, I can picture it though. I think men was sweating me like that at a time in life. So I think I know what they're talking about. Are they mad I'm not tripping? They're just telling me though, like, that's messed up. You didn't get to get a date before now. And these guys can take off with any new breed. No, these guys can take off with any 18-year-old. (19-year-old, 20, 21, 22, 23. They still look good. So, yeah. I was clearly with Jay, they said, but when my baby was a newborn, like, I should have took off. Like, I stayed in the town. We thought we were still together. Like, they're telling me he was at Kelsey Jackson's house every day. And someone's yelling every week. They said every day she was cackling and laughing. He was giving her money and stuff. And they said Kelsey Jackson's over there tweaking now, laughing, saying he didn't even want us. Because he wanted something, laughing because my daughter got my eyes or something. They said that's what he was on, or her earpiece was making him. They didn't say or her earpiece was making him, but someone's trying to fix it up now. They said that was a huge rumor. So when we moved in over there, she was acting, they said, fugazi. And then she kept bringing up stories where she saw him with another woman, and I was still a little kid though. Like, I was a brand new mom. So they're like, she wore it out when you were a new mom and all this other stuff. And technically we didn't even want to be there. Like, she was calling us when we were in Oklahoma. And then they're like, didn't Mario bring up Kelsey? Then they're starting to tell me about all the dudes from the old neighborhood and how they're like flirting with my daughter and like playing with her stuff, and they're making her say those are the only people that know her and her dad and they're actually doing extra stuff and sending her stuff. And that wasn't supposed to go to the public, he said, but no one's listening. And they're trying to tell me they think he did something, Mario did something with his little sister, because don't I remember when she was a little kid. And Justin even brought up how we dropped her off at school or picked her up from school, and they said they're like trying to hook my daughter up with DU, which is a strange guy, and I guess they were kind of distant. I never knew what was going on there. Like, his brother was going out with like a Middle Eastern girl when we were 16, and she was walking around. And they have a sister, her name's Sasha, and I walked in and saw Sasha in the room with Justin in 2007, and Kelsey Jackson, the one that sent me over there, because I think Justin tried to tell everyone, oh, she won't let me see my daughter for attention, and that wasn't true, like he was making it up. So Justin had Kelsey in the apartment that his mom got for him, and I went over there, and he like opened the door, and the room door was open. She was just standing there in lingerie, in black lingerie, and he was like standing in front of her. And he like walked back in the room, and he just stood there, and she was just standing there. So we stayed in the house, and he actually went to drop her off though. Like, and they're not making a big deal about it right now. I can't even remember what I was mad about. But I was mad about him leaving and dropping her off. So I don't know what he was supposed to do. And they're changing the story right now, and it's really messed up. They're making it seem like that's what he was supposed to do. So maybe she was supposed to walk home, or I don't remember what it is, but yeah. She said it sounds like it was during a time. Look, and they're still provoking us and taking color away from something that belonged to me. They're acting like my daughter, and that's not even them for real. And they walk and tell me how they're arguing, and she tried to tell people that that's not her mom and other stuff. They're still stealing movies. People got to go to games and stuff. And we're not talking about soccer games. We're just talking about other stuff that parents might attend and just go with their children in different places like that. But yeah. He had like a cut list on the lift kit. I think it's written down in the journal. They want that on YouTube by now too, since we're all so busy. And some 28s or something. So as you can see, she's still over here in my life though. And look, can you just screenshot and show it to the police though? Like, they don't have no life at all. Isn't that a prostitute? Look, that's rape. Or is that her girlfriend? What the fuck? So they just hit the heart valve, and that's why they keep sending men to come talk. The guys are actually calling me the little girl, and then they keep taking me off somewhere else, like acting like they get the credit for me, like always having my child on my mind, and we don't appreciate it. And they're telling me now that my mom actually had her a lot of the time too, and she actually wanted Kelsey to stay with Julie too. And someone saying that is not true, and someone even said she like said we was all this stuff and just a whole bunch of stuff they're trying to tell me. But anyway, I'm about to go. And not even that, and then they're really trying to make a movie for her, and all it takes is a swipe, somebody's saying. Or they don't know, but they don't think kids are rocket science, and they're not trying to be funny. So they think they're just trying to turn me back into a lady.